I think that your business is scary for me because it's like something new, but it's something that is going to happen and is a tool that the business needs to have, but it's kind of weird for me.
Yeah, it's scary, right? Because now you're not speaking to a human at all. So we're literally getting rid of human jobs.
Yes,
Right?
but
And then how's that going to affect actual humans?
yeah, no, but for example, I think that is going to be something that the people needs to have, but it's not scary. It's like weird. For me, it's weird that AI speak with you and do and take your leads. But it's going to, if it's work, it's awesome for the business owners.
I would say that I share like the same thing, except that when you start to realize what a business goes through, honestly, you realize there's a lot of people who are just wasting your time too. And then that's the other end of it. Like you want to give a good service. We've had people that came in that a woman had a leak in her kitchen, for example.
Yeah.
And she didn't care who she was talking to because she needed help.
Yeah, but there is a thing.
Please, this woman actually, the lights were shorting out in her house. Like there was almost an electrical fire. And they had to call an electrician. This was in the middle of winter in Connecticut. They needed help like right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this happened like at night in a storm, and then the AI handled the call at like 7 a.m. You know, no one else is really around yet. And for every instance that you have that someone wishes they spoke to a human, there's someone else who's really happy that they just got help fast.
Yeah, but that is the thing. Like in this society, everything wants to be fast. Like everything is going too fast. That for that maybe your work is going to work, your business is going to work, because we need everything like faster. But I scared about that because for that we have a lot of issues because everything is faster right now. But it's
Yeah, that's true because, right, then your next point is faster to where? Like, where are we going faster? You know what I mean? We're not even all sure, like, what the end destination is. Like, are we going towards a utopia with AI where people are free to pursue what they want to do with their lives and make art and go on long motorcycle rides or dance or hang out with their friends as a result of AI, or are we headed towards something where humans are going to be completely thrown by the wayside?
Yeah, I think that we have two options with the AI. It's like we are going to, I don't know how to say this in English very well, but it's like we have two options. It's like enjoy with the AI, and for example, that you say like, okay, this AI is going to work for us, or is going to replace, how do you say reemplazar?
Revolutionize?
The people, no. Reemplazar is like take the jobs
Oh,
about the
excuse
other
me.
people.
It's going to replace them.
Replace the other people, and a few people is going to be rich with that. So I think it's about the ethical that we have, that we need to put the AI put the AI with ethical.
With education.
Ethical.
Oh, and etiquette.
With,
etiquette. Yeah.
yes.
So like with morals, like using it in a morally appropriate way so that there's not a division of classes, there's not economic disparities, you know, where some people, like you said, some people are super rich and some people are super poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think right now actually is the ultimate opportunity to learn AI while it's still coming out and to get up to speed with it. I'm optimistic that, you know, this can only happen if people take an interest in it and decide to use it the right way. But I'm optimistic that AI can actually be the rise of small business. Again, like we have a new golden age of small business, because now people can make a very robust like online digital presence. You know, they can make an awesome website, looks great, loads fast, is good on mobile, you know, and if we have like certain things helping you, like with AI chatbots that can make or set appointments or things like that, I think that actually can boost small business in that way.
Yes, if it takes like that.
But it can't if someone completely ignores AI, right, and doesn't learn the skills and doesn't learn the tools, then they won't be able to compete, obviously.
But sometimes, yes, but sometimes it's like, for example, I work with social media, and when you work in social media, you think that everyone has social media.
You think everyone understands it the way you do.
Yes, and when you, for example, like travel or you go to a town, they don't have social media. Of course, they are a little bit more like in the past, but they work.
Yeah, of course.
I think that you can choose.
Right, right. And in some places, like here in like remote parts of Colombia, like, do these people need social media? Like, for us to come in and say, oh, you should just get on social media and learn AI, and these people are like growing coffee beans in the mountains outside of Salento, is like, for them.
Yes, I think that you can choose. And if, for example, you are super tired about the AI and social media, you can go away to the beach and and sell whatever in the beach. But if you want maybe to improve your business and being here in the city, of course, you have that tools that you can use.
Right, right. Yeah, and there may always be like an economic discrepancy like between people, between classes, but I think right now there's so much information online. For the most part, I think of building a business like, we have the whole internet and we have AI.
Yes.
Right.
It's more easy now.
Right. It's actually easier now. You just have to want to do it.
Yes.
You have to want to learn. You have to want to, put in the hours and every day. Like, for example, this was not easy for us to set up this podcast in this space. This was not easy. It took work.
But we are doing this.
Room. We have equipment and everything, but we have an interest in doing it.
Yes.
And that's why.
Yes, we can be like chill in the bed. Like in
we could be at home.
Yes,
like,
at home, but
cartoons.
we are here.
Yeah.
I need to think in Spanish.
Ask me in Spanish. Una buena pregunta.
Yo creo que pues no sé, creo que es básica.
Dime.
O sea, ¿cómo te sientes de pronto con tu negocio? O sea, ¿sientes que sí ayudas a las personas o simplemente como que estás dando un servicio que es moderno? You understand? It's like, I think that you think that you are helping really the people, or you are like only taking advantage with your business, like yes, you need this because it's new. It's a question, like hard question.
It comes down to like your personal motivations, right? Like, I am a bit of a perfectionist with the way that I do things. And I mean, I have like 2 customers right now, honestly. And I just try and dial them in like as perfect as possible. Mm-hmm. If I can dial them in really good and then add a 3rd customer, right, and dial him in good a little easier, and then add a 4th customer and dial them in really good a little easier, so that I'm not overwhelming myself, or so that we're not just running ahead. There are plenty of people that are out that are extremely good salesmen, but are not great on the execution or the fulfillment. In my experience, I didn't want to be like that. I mean, maybe you could also argue that I'm not as good of a salesman as I could be, but I definitely want to get things right, and I want this to be something that is actually doing a good job. I've seen literally both sides of this.
Yes.
Okay, I've seen the woman who nearly had an electrical fire in her kitchen and needed help right away. And I've seen someone who was totally frustrated and said, the hell with your AI system, and then just hung up the phone. I've seen, old people who were just lonely talk to it for like 10 minutes.
Really?
100%. And I've seen people who knew it was AI and just didn't care. And they're like, oh, okay, they got some sort of AI voice caller, you know? So I've seen all of these things. I think at the end of the day, it's really up to the business and whether they want to implement something like this or not. I just think it is going in that direction. Things are going in that direction, and that's why I'm building in human-in-the-loop features. Mm-hmm. So for example, human-in-the-loop on the inbound voice caller, if somebody calls your business, you have an opportunity to answer the phone. Mm. It'll ring for 15, 20 seconds. If you don't answer it, then it goes to AI, if you have it set up that way, right? And it's the click of a button. You just toggle it on, and it's human-in-the-loop mode, meaning that they call your business, you can answer it. You got 15, 20 seconds, you're busy, the AI will answer it. Now, that's a way that we're doing this, which is really conscious of, playing and everything together. I'm an engineer by trade. One of the people that I had mentor me when I was really starting out my career was an older guy in aerospace engineering. And he did like all these drafting and sketches and engineering drawings and calculations. He did everything by hand with a pencil. And he said to me at that time, way before AI, with the new way that we're designing things on the computer, he said, the computer's using you. You're not using the computer. Mm. And he was right, and for a lot of people in a lot of cases. I want to maintain that AI is a tool of humans, yes, and not that humans are a tool of AI. Yes. And I think at this point, it's very manageable. When artificial general intelligence comes out, it could be a completely different story, because then you'll have the AI making its own decisions. Mm-hmm. Right now, ChatGPT responds when you ask it something. Well, imagine when it starts just doing things on its own without you asking it. I'm not really sure what the future is going to hold when we get to that point with artificial general intelligence, but
that is the thing. In this moment, we don't know what is going to. I don't know why we, as a human, we always want to have the control what is going to be, what is going to be after this. But the life is like that. We never know what is going to happen. Does makes sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. Right? I have my motorcycle here. I could go bring it back to my friends to return it later and get hit by a truck.
Yes.
If only one thing is out of your control, right? The whole thing is out of your control.
We don't have the control of.
We don't really have control. We have, that's. We're getting really deep now, because that's a whole branch of philosophy that I probably not even knowledgeable enough to talk on. But for right now, we're doing the best we can, yes, to make a good product. And like I said, build in human-in-the-loop features, which I think are very important. I'm not trying to run out and bring on 100 new customers this weekend. Maybe I could, if I really crushed it with the ads and just boosted things and throwing people on. But we're going basically one by one, like literally one success at a time is how we're taking this, And so actually, I think it's a great opportunity for a business that wants to get involved to work with me, because that really is my philosophy. I'm not taking someone on and then just saying, oh, well, that didn't work out. Mm-hmm. That's not me. I come from, personal note, right? I've done jiu-jitsu for 15 years, right? I've trained at a very high level. My mentality is not to quit, right? 15 years of dedication like that. That's not my mentality. It's not my mentality to just throw my hands up and say, well, didn't work out,
Bye.
Maybe to a fault sometimes, but yeah,
yes,
I think,
of course.
In that sense, this is someone's opportunity to work with someone who's a professional, who's worked at, people are typically impressed that I've worked at Boeing, even though it was just a normal role to me. I've done much more technical things as a senior technical lead. working in aerospace and defense. I've worked at some leading AI startups, which I'm not even allowed to talk about here. And yeah, this would be someone's opportunity to work with me and get in on the ground floor. And then they'd have a lot of serious focused attention on their business and make sure everything is very good.
Yes.
And I guess that's where I'll leave it. So an invitation. Oh, perfect.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Steph.